Hello and welcome to IP Study Video Lectures. Today we will discuss the 11th chapter of Grade 6 English Grammar. Well, have you ever said things like, this bag is heavy, that one is heavier, this one is the heaviest? Well, that's called degrees of comparison, and that is our today's topic. By the end of this lesson, we will be able to define the concept of degrees of comparison, identify positive, comparative and superlative degrees, differentiate between positive, comparative and superlative degrees, and use the degrees of comparison in sentences. Have you ever noticed that words we use in day-to-day life such as fast, faster, fastest? Well, what do you think we use these words for? Very good. We use it for comparisons. That is what these degrees of comparison is used for. It helps us compare people, things, or places. They modify an adjective in the sentence. Let us study some examples. The bike runs fast, the car faster, and the aeroplane is the fastest of the three. Here, in these three sentences or in these three phrases, we have the adjectives fast, faster, and fastest. So, the adjective fast is used as the comparison. How is the bike? Fast. The car faster, the aeroplane fastest. So, here the first word fast is the positive degree, the second faster is the comparative degree, and the third fastest of the three is the superlative degree. Let us read some more examples. Sam is a tall boy. Ali is taller than Sam. Raghav is the tallest boy. All the three highlighted words in the above sentence are adjectives. As you know, adjectives are used to describe a noun or a pronoun. However, degrees of comparison are used when we compare one person or one thing with another. The first sentence tells us about a quality that Jatin possesses. We're not told how tall he is. The word tall is in the positive degree. In the second sentence, the adjective taller tells us that Ali's height, when compared to that of Sam, is more. The word taller is in the comparative degree. It is used to compare two persons or things with each other. In the third sentence, we get to know that no other boy is taller than Raghav. So that is how we're comparing these three people, how tall, who is taller than Sam and who is the tallest of all. That is how we are comparing. The word tallest is in the superlative degree and it denotes the highest degree of the quality and is used when we compare two or more persons or things with one another. So, we have an adjective. When we compare it with two people, so that is a comparative degree. When we compare it with more than two people or two things, that is the superlative degree. There are some rules for the formation of the comparative and superlative degrees of adjectives. Most of the comparative degrees of adjectives are formed by adding ER and their superlative degree by adding EST to the positive degree. Let us study this in detail with the following table. The positive degree is fast. That means the simple adjective. Who is fast? Ali is fast. The car is fast. Right? Comparative. When we compare the car with a bike. Right? So here the car is faster. This is a comparative degree. You are comparing two things. Right? When we compare Ali with Sam, who is the taller one? Ali is the taller one. Right? So we're comparing two people. When we compare with more than two people or with more than two things, right? Which is the fastest of all three modes of transport? Aeroplane is the fastest of all three, right? Again, kind is the positive degree. Kinder is the comparative because you are comparing two people or two things. Kindest is the superlative degree because you're comparing more than one person or things. If the positive degree ends in E, we add only R or ST to form the comparative and superlative degrees, right? Like pale and dense. Now here, both the positive words, they already have E at the end. So we do not need to add ER again because E is already mentioned. So we simply add R for the comparative degree, paler. Denser, we just add R for the comparative degree, denser. And then ST for the superlative degree, palest. And then ST again for the superlative degree, densest. So, you know by now, for making the positive degree to the comparative, we will add ER at the end of the adjective. And to make it superlative, we add EST. When do we use comparative? Very good. When we're comparing two people or things. When do you use superlative? Very good. When you're comparing more than two people or things. When the positive degree ends in Y, preceded by a consonant, the Y is changed into I before adding ER and EST. Let us understand how. Angry. The positive degree, angry, is ending in Y. Here, when we will change it into comparative, we will simply drop Y and add I. We will replace Y with I and then we will add ER to it. Again, to make it superlative, we will replace Y with I and then add EST to the adjective. Same with holy, we will replace Y with I and add ER, holier, and then replace Y with I and add EST, holiest. To form the comparative degree and superlative degree of adjectives which have a single syllable and end in a single consonant preceded by a vowel, the consonant is doubled before adding ER and EST. So, when we have a single consonant at the end, but it is preceded by a vowel, such as dim. We have the consonant M at the end, but it is preceded by a vowel I. Again, fat, it is ending with T consonant, but it is preceded by a vowel A. So, what do we do here? For making it into comparative degree, we just double the consonant and then add ER. Dimmer, again for superlative, double the consonant and add EST. Dimmest, fatter, fattest. Comparatives of adjectives of more than 3 syllables are formed by adding the word more, and their superlatives by adding the word most, such as beautiful, enjoyable. Now, in both of these words, you have 3 syllables at the end, but they're preceded by a vowel. So, more beautiful, more enjoyable, right? So here, beautiful, when we have more than 3 syllables, we've just make the comparative by adding more, and we make the superlative by adding most. Most beautiful, most enjoyable. Some adjectives form their comparatives and superlatives in an irregular way. They do not follow any rule, such as little. We change the complete word. So the comparative of little will be less. Superlative is least. Bad, worse, worst. Right? So some adjectives, they do not follow any rule. They are called irregular adjectives. Later and latest refer to time, whereas latter and last refer to position. For example, you can come later. They refer to time. I do not have the latest news, right? So they refer to the time. The last story was very boring. So we're talking about the positions. The former is wise, but the latter is not. Again, we're talking about the position. Elder and eldest are used only for persons, mostly to refer to the members of the same family. Older and oldest can be used with reference to both persons or things. For example, please inform my elder brother. Keshav is the eldest son. You are older than me. Arjun is the oldest family member. This is the oldest church in the country. So elder and eldest, they're used for people in the same family, whereas older or oldest, they can be used for people or for things as well. Farther denotes distance between 2 points, while further means additional. So that is how adjectives are so different and so intriguing that they have different meanings at all, right? So how farther is denoting something very far at a distance, but further is that means something additional. Let us walk a little farther. We want no further discussion on this topic. Nearest denotes nearness in space or distance, while next denotes order or position. For example, I walked to the nearest park. Again, we're talking about the distance. She sat next to me. That means we're talking about the position. Some comparatives such as inferior, superior, junior, senior that end in OR are followed by to instead of than in a sentence. We do not add more before these words. This bag is inferior to the one we bought yesterday. So again, you're using it for comparison, but we do not add more or most to them. They are those words which end with OR. So here we use the preposition to along with them, right? For example, this bag is inferior to the one we bought yesterday. So instead of saying than, we use to for comparison. All the doctors are senior to him. When one person or thing is used to surpass all other persons or things of the same kind, the superlative degree is used in the following manner. This student is the most wise of all. The superlative degree can also be expressed by using the comparative form in this way. This student is more intelligent than all other students in the class. So sometimes when we are talking about something superior, someone superior or someone who surpasses all the qualities from all the other people in the class or in a group, we use the superlative degree like this. This student is the most wise of all, or the student is more intelligent than all the other students in the class. We can easily change the degree of comparison of a sentence without changing its meaning, such as this tree is as big as that. This is a positive degree. Now comparative, that tree is not bigger than this. That means we're saying this tree is big, right? But when we're comparing, that tree is not bigger than this. Keshav is the best boy in the school. This is the superlative degree. A comparative degree, Keshav is better than any other boy in the school. Very few people are as honest as Ayan. This is a positive degree. Ayan is one of the most honest people. This is the superlative degree. No other fruit is as nutritious as the apple. This is the positive degree. Apple is the most nutritious fruit. This is the superlative degree. Well, this was all about degrees of comparison. Before we go, let us do a small recap. We use adjectives to describe a noun or a pronoun. Positive degree tell us about a quality which the subject possesses. Comparative degree compares two persons or things. Superlative degree denotes the highest degree of the quality. That's all we did in degrees of comparison. We learned how to identify or how to compare two things with each other or more than two things from group. So that was all about it. Thank you so much for staying with us. Stay tuned for our next video lecture.